Hey guys, happy Easter weekend. I hope you're having a wonderful time with your families. I'm going to have a great day today as well. Gosh, guys, this comparison swing stuff is very, very interesting. I started digging into it, and the first video I made was like 30 minutes long, so I had to split it up. So when I look at my swings compared from, say, last year and this year, the fingerprints are all very similar. And I feel like I'm going over the top as much as I can, but I think because I'm not too tall, I swing flat and I drop my weight down in transition, that it's not very visible. And I think I need to actually shoot video to match exactly so that we can really dig into it great. But I've got some great stories about my golf game, but real quick, I want to tell you, follow my Swing Evolution on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And if you'd like to sign up for my top 5 swing secrets, sign up for my email list at myswingevolution.com. So I went out and played golf yesterday. I had some time to sneak out for a 9-hole skins game. I shot 34. I even missed 3 putts that were totally makeable. But the thing that was really remarkable is I hit 2 drives that were as long or longer than any drives I've ever hit on these 2 particular holes. I mean, just smashed. And I was playing with my buddy John, and he was like, holy cow, man. And it's so crazy. Yeah, the OTT swing, I hit it farther and with less effort. You know, it's just a different kind of thing. Like, I can gas it and not feel like the wheels are going to fall off. So that's really important. Guys, I'm talking about doing a new intensive, probably later in May. So if you're interested, email me, Christo at myswingevolution.com. And I hope you'll sign up at MSE TV and check out the over-the-top miracle swing or pick up the video. This is changing my life. I think it's the most important thing that I've discovered during my swing evolution. I didn't invent it. It's the way everybody did it before industrialized golf instruction took over. And I think it's a better way to swing the club. So let's dig into today's video. All right, so this is a slightly forward or 3/4 angle on this driver. So let's take a look. So this ball was a slight push. I could probably play that. It'd probably be in the right rough. But this was my miss, and when I was really bad, it'd be way right. So this is the problem with dropping it under. You can see that again, these positions, if I had seen them, I'd be like, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. This looks really, really good. But dropping it under brings the block into play, and it takes a lot of timing. That club face is square, but it's just not really dependable. Now here's a 3/4 angle, same driving range. The camera's slightly lower in this, but I think we'll be able to see what we need to see. So there's no push tendency in this swing as I'm coming over the top of it. Once again, there's the push swing. Now let's watch my old flat swing in slow motion. You'll see I'm taking it much more down the target line, which swings the club up around my shoulders more. Now I've talked a lot in the last couple of years about not wanting to be too flat in my shoulders. But this type of backswing, the momentum just puts it around my body super flat because I'm not very tall. I'm only 5'7". So we'll also see that the club head, you know, because it's so flat, the face of my driver is like pointing really up at the sky. It's not crazy hooded, but it's just so flat. That's where the face is pointing. And so as I try to put downward leverage on it, I just can't help but that club wanting to fly in and out away from me, inside out. And that's why I have to try and save so many shots with this style of swing. Now let's watch this over the top miracle swing with this driver. Just the transition, how it goes over my shoulder is much, much different. Now let's watch the swing in slow motion. So the upper left arm connection is obvious to me. I think we can see that right arm is lifting and more active. Now I'm going left as this club gets to the top of my backswing. We see the little lasso move. This is exactly what I see with Mr. Hogan's club, that it just lays off in this transition, which tells me the energy is going around over the shoulder. The plane is shifting, and I can get much more leverage on this club coming down over my shoulder. Nice delivery position and low left exit. So let's look at that one more time. Down and through, low left, like so many of the great golfers that I admire. So let's watch these two swings side by side. Now this first video, I'm going to show these two swings starting at the same time to illustrate how it's taking me longer to get the club to the top with my miracle swing. So we're starting the club back at the same time. We can see clearly on the left, I'm swinging it more out and around my body as I'm taking it more inside and staying on top of the ball in my miracle swing. And we're going to see that I reach the top of my backswing much sooner with my old Hogan style swing. I'm already through my transition, dropping it under. This was a mistake back in the day to do this. I see it so clearly now. Whereas on the right, I'm just leveraged in a much better position. That actually looks more to me like Mr. Hogan than the pictures on the left. So I've already struck the ball. That just tells you how much more time I'm allowing myself in my new over-the-top miracle swing. Really, really incredible. Now in the next video, I want to time them up with the same impact position. So this will make it easier to compare positions. So on the right, I'm already well into my backswing. So at this point, I've basically caught up on the left. And this is going to show us a big difference in the transition. My swing on the right is moving along quite well. But if you isolate on my shoulders and how I'm moving the club head, I'm pulling down over my shoulder on the right, whereas I'm allowing the club to drop on the left. Once again, that little lasso move at the top for me tells me that I'm redirecting over my shoulder, which is my over-the-top feeling, which is hardly visible, but it is a feel that is genuine and real. So here we can see that the club is bisecting my right bicep on the right, and on the left it's dropped under much more. And so on the left, to me, that just looks a lot more like Flip City. Whereas on the right, I feel like I'm controlling it down through the hit. So as we come into impact, I think there's more lateral side bend on the left. I'm more over it on the right. And we'll notice that my club is exiting lower on the right as well. So guys, this is a detailed look at my over-the-top miracle swing compared to my old swing. I used to think the old swing was a Hogan swing, but I don't think it is anymore. I think the swing on the right is more Hogan-y than ever. I actually think that Mr. Hogan might have done this move to fight his hook. I'm going to get deeper into that. But I'm so proud that one more missing piece, the little lasso move that I never had that Hogan had, I now have it with the over-the-top miracle swing. Hit them long and hit them straight. Do you have trouble slicing the golf ball? How many times have you heard people tell you you're swinging over the top? That's your problem. You might just have a couple of things wrong that are keeping you from being able to hit the golf ball straight. What if I told you the natural motion of swinging over the top is actually the best way to hit the golf ball? Would you think I'm crazy? Everyday players to PGA Tour professionals are figuring this out, and it's changing their games forever. Do you think you picked up some yardage since we've been working on this stuff?
On the driver, at least 50 to 60 yards.
It's dynamite.
It's crazy.
You don't have to be stuck with an over-the-top slice. You can actually have an over-the-top swing and pound it long and straight. So go to MSE TV and watch the over-the-top miracle today.
Transform your game at myswingevolution.com.